Let's be honest, money has always been a tricky subject. For most people, the idea of building real wealth seems like a far-off dream, something reserved only for the ultra-successful or lucky. But what if I told you that the habits that made athletes rich are actually not as out of reach as you think? I'm talking about real, actionable steps that everyday people like you can start applying right now to completely change their financial future. I know, it sounds too good to be true, right? But trust me, it's not about magic or overnight success. It's about mindset. It's about building those winning habits that successful athletes, like Oprah Winfrey, have been using for years. They've turned their financial game into something bigger, something that not only changed their lives but allowed them to create lasting impact in the world. And you can do the same. Think about it. When you focus on your financial health the same way an athlete focuses on their training, you start to see real results. Imagine waking up every day knowing that your finances are on track, that you've got a game plan, and that every step you take is bringing you closer to the life you've always wanted. Doesn't that sound amazing? So, if you're ready to make that shift, if you're ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building wealth that can change your life, keep reading. You're about to discover the money habits that made athletes and influencers like Oprah Winfrey not just wealthy, but truly successful. When it comes to building wealth, think about your finances like an athlete trains for a big game. Success doesn't happen overnight. Just like an athlete follows a strict routine, you need to commit to disciplined money habits. Start by setting clear financial goals, whether it's saving for a house, investing in stocks, or creating a passive income stream. These goals give you direction. Track your progress, stay consistent, and remind yourself, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Every small step counts, just like every practice session builds up to a big win. It's all about consistency. Let's say you want to save $10,000 for an emergency fund. Break that down into smaller monthly targets and put aside a set amount each paycheck. Whether it's $200 or $500, treat it like a scheduled workout. Just like athletes show up for practice, show up for your financial health. It's easy to get distracted or tempted to skip a session, but if you want to reach your goal, the secret is to stay on track, even when the progress feels slow. And don't forget, monitoring your spending habits is key. You wouldn't skip your warm-ups before a game, right? Similarly, you can't afford to neglect the small stuff in your budget. Track every dollar. Apps like Mint or NAB, You Need a Budget, can help you stay accountable. It might seem tedious, but if you want to win the money game, you've got to know exactly where your cash is going. Discipline starts in the small decisions. The good news? Over time, as you develop these habits, they'll become second nature. Just like athletes don't think twice about their training, you'll stop having to remind yourself to save. Eventually, it'll just feel like part of your daily routine. The key to long-term success? Stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep pushing yourself. And if you think this step is challenging, wait until you hear how investing in yourself can push your growth even further. Athletes don't stop training once they've won a championship, and neither should you stop growing your financial knowledge. Oprah Winfrey, a perfect example of someone who believes in continuous learning, says, "Education is the key to unlocking financial success." In this journey, the more you know, the more you can earn. The best investment you can make is in yourself, whether that means reading books, taking courses, or finding mentors who can offer wisdom. Imagine this: you've just read Rich Dad, Poor Dad or taken an online finance course. You're learning new ways to manage money, but you're also picking up strategies for how to earn more. Think of it like an athlete refining their techniques after every game. The game changes, and you need to adapt. This is your way of leveling up your financial mindset, and it's one of the most effective ways to increase your earning potential. You don't have to go back to school or spend thousands of dollars on fancy degrees. There are tons of affordable ways to increase your financial knowledge. Pick up a book like The Millionaire Next Door for insights on managing wealth, or join platforms like Skillshare and Coursera for practical lessons on investing and business strategies. Every dollar you invest in learning is a dollar that pays you back in the form of smarter financial decisions and bigger opportunities. And it's not just about knowledge, it's about using that knowledge to push your financial game forward. If you're learning about passive income or how to start a side hustle, apply what you're learning immediately. Whether you start an online business, invest in stocks, or dive into real estate, it's important to take action. The longer you wait to implement your knowledge, the longer you'll delay the wealth you're building. Investing in your education is your ticket to unlocking the financial future you deserve, and it all starts with the decisions you make today. Just like athletes don't expect instant victories, you shouldn't expect instant results with your money. Financial success, much like a marathon, takes time and patience. Oprah's approach to investing has always been about the long game. She believes in building wealth slowly, steadily, and without rushing. It's not about those flashy, get-rich-quick schemes. It's about consistency, discipline, and watching your money grow over time. Let's break it down. When you invest, you're planting seeds. Those stocks, bonds, or real estate properties. They're like the weights athletes lift, slowly but surely building strength. Start by investing in index funds, for example. Over time, these can yield steady, reliable returns. It's not as glamorous as some of the high-risk options out there, but the beauty of it is in its consistency. You may not see huge jumps today, but if you stick with it for years, you'll look back and be amazed at how much you've built. Athletes train every day, no matter how small the gains may seem. The same principle applies to your investments. Instead of trying to time the market or chase every hot tip, focus on what's sustainable. This is where the power of endurance investing comes in. Pick investments you believe in, set them up, and forget about them for a while. It's like setting a goal to run a race, and then just showing up every day to train, knowing that in the long run, you'll cross that finish line. Remember, this isn't about quick wins, it's about building the financial muscle you need to achieve lasting wealth. It's like the tortoise in the classic fable, slow and steady wins the race. So, if you're starting out, maybe it's time to consider a long-term investment strategy. Put in the work now, and trust that with time, the results will be worth the wait. Next up, we'll dive into how you can build a team of experts to help guide you through the process. Just like a top athlete wouldn't step onto the field without a coach, a successful financial journey requires guidance. Think of it like how Tony Stark in the Iron Man movies has his team of experts, his assistant Jarvis, his engineers, and all the others who help him reach his goals. You, too, need a team to help navigate the complex world of finances. Surround yourself with advisors who know the ropes, mentors who can teach you the lessons they've learned, and role models who exemplify the kind of financial success you aspire to achieve. One of the smartest things you can do is to get a financial advisor. It's like hiring a personal trainer for your money. They can help you set clear goals, track progress, and make smarter investments. Think of it as building your own Avengers team. Each expert has their own skill set that, together, leads you to victory. Whether it's a tax professional, an investment consultant, or someone who can help you understand budgeting better, each team member brings something valuable to the table. The biggest mistake people make is trying to go it alone, thinking they can do everything themselves. It's like an athlete trying to train for a triathlon without a coach. Sure, you can try, but why struggle when you can have the expertise and guidance of those who have been there before? Find people who have already achieved what you want and learn from them. This is what separates the good from the great in the financial world. By building a reliable team, you set yourself up for consistent success, just like the top athletes who rely on their teams to help them perform at their best. You don't need to do everything yourself. In fact, the most successful people know that leveraging the expertise of others is a key part of their success. So, take a cue from The Last Dance, the documentary about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Jordan didn't win alone. He had Scottie Pippen, Coach Phil Jackson, and the whole team supporting him. In the same way, you'll need a support system to help you achieve financial freedom. And just like that, you'll be ready to take on the financial world with confidence and knowledge. When athletes retire, one of the most common pitfalls they fall into is overspending. Many athletes go from making millions to having nothing because they let their lifestyle inflate alongside their earnings. It's like when you level up in a game and immediately buy all the coolest gear, only to realize that the game is still hard, and now you're broke. Oprah Winfrey often warns against this lifestyle trap. Just because your income increases doesn't mean your expenses should. Living below your means is crucial for building long-term wealth. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of newfound wealth, but that's where the danger lies. Look at the story of MC Hammer. He went from a multimillionaire to bankruptcy in just a few years. His mistake? He let his spending habits balloon out of control, indulging in luxuries that couldn't sustain him. The lesson here is clear: avoid letting your spending habits escalate when your income does. Build habits that keep your spending in check. Start by creating a budget and sticking to it. This is the best way to keep your finances in line, no matter how much money you're making. A simple strategy is to set boundaries on your lifestyle. Even when you land that big paycheck, don't go overboard. Instead of buying a new car or upgrading your home, invest in assets that will grow your wealth, like stocks, real estate, or starting a business. The key here is delayed gratification, choosing to invest your money wisely now so that you can enjoy the rewards later, rather than falling into the trap of instant pleasure. Remember, living below your means isn't about deprivation, it's about smart decisions. Take Warren Buffett, for example. The billionaire lives in the same house he bought decades ago and drives a modest car. If someone who's worth billions can keep his lifestyle in check, surely you can too. It's all about making intentional choices that align with your long-term goals. You're not sacrificing comfort, you're setting yourself up for a future where your wealth can truly work for you. Athletes are no strangers to failure. In fact, many of the greatest sports icons have faced major setbacks in their careers, but they didn't let those failures define them. Think about Michael Jordan, for example. He was cut from his high school basketball team, yet he went on to become arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. What he understood, and what Oprah Winfrey preaches, is that setbacks are just temporary stops on the road to success. It's how you react to those challenges that makes all the difference. When it comes to your finances, you'll face challenges too, whether it's a missed investment opportunity or a failed business venture. The important thing is to view these as stepping stones, not dead ends. Take it from Oprah, who faced immense obstacles in her career, including a difficult childhood and being told she wasn't TV material. Despite this, she kept pushing forward, adapting to each setback and turning it into an opportunity to grow. The key takeaway here is simple: setbacks aren't failures, they're opportunities to come back stronger. A practical example of turning a setback into a comeback is by reassessing your financial goals after a financial mistake. Maybe you took a wrong turn by investing in the wrong stock, or perhaps you drained your savings on something that didn't pan out. Instead of throwing in the towel, reframe the situation and learn from it. Use the experience to sharpen your strategy. Start by breaking down your financial goals into smaller, more achievable steps. This approach makes any setback feel less overwhelming and more manageable. The beauty of setbacks is that they teach you valuable lessons. When you encounter a financial mistake, take time to reflect on it, analyze what went wrong, and tweak your approach moving forward. By doing so, you not only grow financially, but you also build resilience. Just like an athlete who gets knocked down but gets back up, you too can bounce back from any financial failure. The road to success isn't a straight line, it's a journey full of twists and turns. And the best part? You're in control of the comeback. As athletes reach the peak of their careers, they don't just focus on stacking up their bank accounts, they think about how to use their wealth to make a difference. Consider athletes like LeBron James, who has used his fortune to open a school for at-risk kids in Ohio. Oprah Winfrey is another prime example of using financial success to create positive change. She's built schools, supported charities, and used her platform to elevate causes that are close to her heart. It's clear, money, when used correctly, can serve as a powerful tool for making an impact on the world. For anyone building their financial future, this principle should be central. Yes, it's important to save, invest, and create wealth, but it's just as important to consider how that wealth can benefit others. Whether it's contributing to causes you care about or supporting your community, financial success gives you the means to create lasting change. This mindset doesn't only lead to a greater sense of purpose, but it also amplifies your impact. After all, the more you have, the more you can give, and that's the true power of wealth. One of the first ways to start using your money for good is by investing in causes that align with your values. Think of it like investing in stocks, but in this case, you're investing in people, projects, and initiatives that can uplift others. You don't need to be a billionaire to make an impact. Start small, maybe by donating to a local charity, funding an education scholarship, or supporting a small business in your area. These actions not only help those in need, but they also foster a sense of fulfillment, reminding you that wealth isn't just about what you keep, but about what you give back. At the end of the day, using money as a tool for impact is about leaving a legacy. It's about knowing that your financial success hasn't just been about accumulating wealth, it's about how that wealth has improved lives and created opportunities. Just like athletes who transition from the game to philanthropic efforts, you too can use your financial journey to inspire, support, and lead by example. The wealth you build can echo far beyond your own life, creating ripples of positive change that can last for generations. You've learned how powerful it can be to treat your finances like an athlete treats their training. No more aimless wandering or relying on random luck to make money. You now have the tools to create a financial system that works for you, just like top athletes do with their game plans. And trust me, it's not going to take years to see results. It all starts with those small, everyday habits. But here's the thing, applying this knowledge is key. Don't let this be another someday project. You've already made the decision to start transforming your finances today, and that's a huge win. Now, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to keep learning how to make these habits work for you, no matter where you are in your financial journey. But if you want to go deeper and truly revolutionize your money mindset, I've got something special for you. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. In my program Holistic Health, Nourish Your Mind, Balance Your Finances, Transform Your Life, you'll learn exactly how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. Check out the material in the pinned comment and start your journey toward financial freedom today.